Kia ora, haere mai, Taurians. Welcome to your September 2015 tarot reading. Hi guys, and thanks for tuning in, and I hope wherever you are around the world, if you're in the northern hemisphere, you're about to come into your autumn, and down here in the southern hemisphere, we're about to burst into spring. So I hope you've got time to sit back and just chillax and see what's ahead for you for September. It's a pretty full-on month. There's lots going on astrologically. I'll put a link below the video if you want to watch my overall summary. There's a few nice sort of synchronistic little events in that. We'll use the John Holland cards. There'll be 4 cards, one for each week of the month, and a high vibrational energy card at the end. So let's just do a little bit of shuffling for you guys and see what is in store for Taurus for September. The 2 stones in the background, this is the Pyrite, Fool's Gold, beautiful stone, glistening away, and this is the Merlinite. So let's see what comes up for you. Taurus. Your first card is number 2, Intuition. That's a major arcana card, and it would normally be in the traditional tarot, it would be known as the High Priestess. Your second card for the second week is number 8 of the green border, which is the cups or emotions, the water signs such as Scorpio, Cancer and Pisces, and this one is called Emotional Withdrawal. Just move them across a little bit. Your third card for the week is number 7, Standing Your Ground, or Stand Your Ground, with the purple border. This is traditionally known as the wands, which represent the spirit aspect of our lives. Your fourth card is number 21, another major arcana, the universe. Absolutely beautiful card. It's the last card of the deck, and it would normally represent the world. Okay, Taurus, you've got some nice energies coming along here. If we look at it astrologically, the 2 eclipses would be occurring around about here and here in the month. Now, the eclipses will affect people at different levels, rates and lengths of time, depending on where they fall in your individual zodiac houses. So let's come to your first card, starting off the first week in September, Intuition. I love this card. It's traditionally, it shows a woman holding a book on her lap, which is the Torah, and it's very much about spiritual information and knowledge and divine wisdom and authority. So it's a card of connecting with your soul, your spirit, your intuition, and it's also a card of female energies. So sometimes it can be about either feeling the feminine divine at a really great or high level, or it can be about these people coming into your life. So there's also a degree of sexuality involved in it, and it can be a time of fertility as well. So we think of feminine, female cycles, reproduction cycles, fertility, eggs and ovum. So there may be issues to do with women around this time. The reproductive zones even might need a little bit of extra care or looking at. You may come across someone new in your life, and you might be very, very attracted to them. And it could be quite a sexually active phase as well. So that's the beginning of September. We also definitely know it connects with intuition, and interestingly enough, the Merlin stone is right above it, and the Merlin stone connects us with past life issues and to the side of our souls that we sometimes don't listen to enough, or we hide away in the background because we sort of don't know how to deal with them sometimes. So you might have a little bit of connection in that way as well. In the second week in September, we see the 8 of Cups, which in the traditional tarot we would see that as a little bit of sadness around relationships, and with a feeling of walking away and leaving something behind. And this does say emotional withdrawal. And I often think when this card comes that it could be recontemplating where you're going with certain relationships. It doesn't have to just mean love relationships. It can be any friendships or business relationships or family relationships or anything. But sometimes there's a feeling that you may have invested a lot into something and it hasn't really paid the dividends you were looking for. So sometimes the best thing is to walk away and to head in a new direction and start again. That's what this card has the feeling of. So we see her taking time out to just rethink things. It's a little bit like this one. You're going within to connect again with yourself to find out what direction you should be going on. If we think of it in terms of health or finances or anything, you get the feeling of things slowing right down. So I think health-wise, if there's any anxiety around at this time, do exactly what she's doing. She's there on a beach just beautifully meditating on her own and connecting again with earth in particular. Spending time outdoors by the sea or by water is very healing and cathartic. Great for uplifting any feelings of heaviness or loneliness or tension or anxiety. So that's the feeling that that card has, just things generally being a little bit slow. Even though the number 8 is generally regarded as the positive number, I think that's the overall message, is that things will become positive again. You just have to wait for it. Number 7 over here, stand your ground, which would be the 7 of Wands. We see this often as a man standing there kind of confronting other energies, and again he is taking on quite a lot here. So other people may be in your life kind of wanting their input or their 2 cents worth, and they're kind of going like, listen to me, I'm right and you need to do what I say. Well, if you have checked everything that you're doing and you feel that you've got the right truthful information around a project or a situation you're involved in, then just be firm about it and say, hey guys, listen up, because this is how it actually is. You know, there are ways of doing it. You can do it politely and positively, and eventually they will come around. That's kind of what this card is. It is a success card, but there's a bit of argy-bargy before you get to that success. So maybe it's tied in here with this one way or another. I also do note that we're here in the 3rd week, which is when the full eclipse is, and look what we're seeing here. This giant, supposedly possibly a sun, almost in an eclipse phase. So I think for you guys, the second eclipse could be quite profound one way or another as well. So you might feel quite big emotions around this eclipse too. And remember, sometimes they're not apparent necessarily, but there's something underneath you that you feel a bit destabilized sometimes, and you think, oh, why is that thought popping up, or why do I feel that way? Well, quite often it's this type of activity in the background that helps to create it. Health-wise, again, I would say it's similar to this. Take some time out. Make sure you're resting enough. Make sure you're getting all the right things in your life, the vitamins, the minerals, the exercise, all of that to give you the strength to deal with any of the stuff that comes up. The 4th card for the 4th week, number 21, the Universe. Beautiful looking card in this deck in particular, and it's the World card. Fabulous card to get. It's often about endings, and you've completed entire cycles and you're ready to move on to something new. No small surprise that it turns up after this big ecliptical looking card, and we're still out here in the stars. So you've got a little bit like the Aries just before you, all this energy about connecting at a spiritual levels and about endings of cycles and it being involved somehow at a really universal level. Lots going on when this card turns up. New opportunities, new beginnings, new patterns, potential travel too, I might add, potential overseas travel for some of you, big trips, and some of you may meet someone important in this time, and they might be someone who you really connect with, and they could be from a different race, and they may even speak a different language. So that's the possibilities when we think of love or romances or new beginnings. It could even be career that you're moving overseas for. So this card has a real kapow effect. It's big, it's energetic, it's positive, it's finishing off kind of all of this over here and starting brand new for the beginning as you move into October, because it's at the end of your reading. So quite a powerful month for you Taurus. I think most everyone is getting really big readings this month, and it doesn't surprise me. I will read the words from the card for the universe for you because I think they're lovely words. Just bear with me while I find it. You've come far on your journey and it's time to be rewarded for your efforts. This card symbolises completion, triumph, peace, liberation and fulfillment. Everything you've strived for is within your reach. Meet it halfway and grab it. The universe is the last of the major arcana cards and reflects the work that you have accomplished on your travels. But more importantly, it represents the wisdom that you've gained along the way. You should now honour and acknowledge the truly wonderful soul that you are, and accept the vital part that you play in the bigger scheme of life. The world is yours to command, and you're free to travel in whatever direction your heart desires. You've connected to everything in the cosmos. The universe card is a reminder that the same energy making up the stars in the sky, the same energy that's coursing through the universe, is in each and every individual. In ancient times, many believed that each star was the soul of one person. They also believed that these souls shined so brightly to guide others through the darkness, and so too can your wise soul. Beautiful way to finish your reading. So Taurians, that's a lovely reading for you guys. We will finish with these cards and we will do your white light energy cards or high vibration energy and see what turns up for you. Retreat, Raziel, retreat, which is exactly what the middle card of your reading actually portrayed. The emotional withdrawal, retreat. It definitely seems that there's a message here for you that I think when you go into a bit of retreat during the month, you will make this connection and you'll be able to congeal all of these big energies together and kind of ride the wave as it comes in. So retreat for you Taurians is like grounding you again, giving back your earth energy, because that's where you get your strength from, of course. And we see this light, well, it's unusual light. It does almost look like that's the earth up there, and we've got this ancient antiquity around here. So there's definitely a connection for you back on earth, just taking the time to reconnect and pull the strength out of all this, you know, like gain the strength. I think actually this light here is almost the ecliptical light of the sun and the moon, strengthening you in a retreat phase. So there we are Taurians, big month, lots going on, lots of personal soul growth. It's all good stuff. We just have to kind of work through it. So thank you all for joining me and listening to the videos. I love the fact that I can do them for you. It's a pleasure. If any of you want a personal reading, just follow the link below the video. And I wish you all the very best of success for September and much beautiful harmony and balance in your retreat time. And I shall see you in October. Ka kite anoa, much aroha, namaste.